There's difference between knowledge and wisdom. I think it's very critical to know the difference. It's like a difference between the mind and heart. What do I mean? We have lots of knowledge. You can talk a lot by combining this and that, and depending upon the situation, you just make a case. But the wisdom requires synthesizing information which may not be as apparent in my mind, in your mind. The difference, I believe, is how much in depth you go inside, out of the mind, toward the heart, which is like unconscious or subconscious part of who you are, like in the body when things are just happening, like living, stomach, processing food and blood circulating and kidney functioning, and we feel what's inside the body and outside, and that's beyond the mind. And wisdom, I believe, is to be able to go down deep, closest to life itself, which is happening in our body. But in our mind, I think it has limitation to access it if we just stay in the mind and playing with knowledge. It's just a combination mechanical process, and just do if A happens when you're doing B, then do C. So it's like a machine. The wisdom is like if A happens, don't make judgment quickly, but to check X, Y, Z or LMN or whatever the information inside, which may not be as obvious, maybe more dormant, but taking time, you can access it if your mind stays calm and quiet. But if we're rushing, you don't have time to go deeper, therefore you make a judgment and say or think, do things. But like, again, it may be more mechanical, not connecting to the root of who we are, and it's limited because you are confined in the conscious part, which is the shallow part of the mind, not the deeper part of the mind or close to the heart and the body, unconscious part. So like Einstein said, he's not smart because he do so many things, but he stay more time to be on top of the concern. I forgot the exact statement he said, but basically that indicate samadhi state, that you have your mind calm and quiet, so not just playing with the knowledge, but stay time to see what's inside. So the inspiration, intuition comes, and then he can relate to the logic. That's wisdom, or that's the word I can think, or intuition you may say, but it has to be justified, perhaps it with your mind. So which is not that simple, like A, B, and C, but have calm and quiet mind, as if to search deeper in ourselves. I think meditation helps to develop the habit and have moment to stay quiet, even half a minute or 10 seconds. Like right now, am I saying anything meaningful? And if you can confirm, yeah, you have more of a clarity in yourself why you say it, or possibly how to say it. So the communication within is clear, aligned to the core of our being, not just depend on the knowledge and playing the words and jumping around as much as we can do, popping up the news, read it, and judge this, do this or do that. There's a mechanical part that helps us to live life, living like that. But my view is true life, connected to our heart, the source of our energy, and feel meaning, feel waku-waku, the sense of aliveness, may not be just played out by A, B, and C and mechanical way of processing information and judging quickly without having a space, time, constraint in a meditative state or in samadhi, calm and quiet mind, no self. Then the universe speak as if, or the heart speak, and we may be able to pick up those signals, the sign and ideas or the wisdom to live life well, connected to our heart with a sense of aliveness and the meaning in what we do. It's a simple idea, but in practice, we have to be diligent, sincere, and truthful. I believe we can do it. And more we get used to the process of doing it, like any sports, we learn how to play the game well, utilizing lots of potentials we have. Zen Kigen, full utilization of potential, not just the mind, but everything we got, even relating to external world, telling us or the hint to bring out the wisdom, compassion, and possibly happy life.